Hello, everyone, and welcome to our first podcast. I'm Carlos Production. I'm sitting here with Jay Bustillo. Our topic of discussion for today is Elon Musk buys Twitter. How do you feel about that, Jay?
How do I feel about it? Well, I don't even use Twitter for one, so what's the feel? But it really makes me wonder, what does that mean for the rest of the world?
Let me put it this way. What he said was, I'm not doing it for politics. Because people ask, will Trump be going back to Twitter if Elon Musk buys Twitter? And, he said, I'm not really doing this for politics. And, if he's trying to, keep it on the low because he knows if Twitter fails, the blame is going to Elon Musk. Oh, all this bad stuff and because Elon Musk joined Twitter and, all fingers are going to be on him. So he's kind of keeping it on the low, It is major news, but he's not really commenting too much on it. And then Donald Trump responded. He said, even if Elon Musk does buy Twitter and I, for some reason, is allowed to, go back in Twitter, he's not going back. Donald Trump has if you didn't know, Donald Trump has his own platform called Truth. It's an app where he just gives whatever Donald Trump wants to talk about. I haven't downloaded it. I've never used it, but we know Donald Trump is in there.
Today was my first day hearing about it. I never knew about it until you had mentioned it.
Yeah, it's kind of like he hates Twitter now, and his whole rants that happened during his political campaign were on Twitter. And then when he got banned, stuff calmed down. Twitter was less talked about.
Yeah.
But Twitter, I think, is a dying platform for a lot of people. It is still relevant in the world of politics, older generations. But the newer generation is going towards TikTok and Instagram. I know TikTok is definitely surpassing all the other platforms. Him buying Twitter, everybody is it's iffy. He put a lot of money to that. We know this guy could literally change the stock price of something just by tweeting something. So imagine he's Twitter is not it. The Twitter stock will go down. And this is a matter of, the board, the administration of Twitter. They gave him a contract. He owns Twitter, but not yet. He's locked in a contract and he won't have Twitter for months because, it's not easy changing administrations. In this contract, he's not allowed to say certain things. He's not allowed to talk bad on Twitter's name because it's against, policy and talking. If you own a company, you can't really talk bad about the company. So it's against his interest, personal interest, and the interest of the investors. And what's more important for a company like Twitter is the investors, people putting money in, the stocks and everything. So he kind of broke contract 2 days after he spoke, after he bought Twitter. So it's not really going too well for Elon Musk, but he's in there.
I heard that it's a really good move on his behalf, and the reason why is because he has a company, Tesla, he has SpaceX. And now that he owns a platform where he can speak on, he has all this money. Now he owns his own platform. So what that means is he has a greater
voice in a sense.
Basically,
he has a lot of power. Just by owning Tesla and the SpaceX.
Yeah.
But now Twitter, which is marketing and promotion, he has a lot of power. I don't think that's the reason he actually did it. To be honest,
it's a benefit.
You know why I really think he did it. Let me tell you. There's this kid, right? He apparently tracks his jet wherever it goes and posts live updates. I was just watching this 44 minutes ago. Elon Musk's plane was in Texas. And I did a little bit of Google searching, and all his assets, companies, are based in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, they used to be in California.
Yeah, so he's moving away from California, the Golden Valley or whatever. He's going to Texas. Maybe it's better for his taxes and whatever.
Yes.
So probably friendlier laws for businesses. His jet as of 44 minutes ago. So I think he really bought Twitter just to get rid of this kid that's tracking his jet.
Elon Musk is the type of person to do that.
He is that person.
He's that kind of guy.
He you know what? Because you know what he offered the kid money first. And he said, nah. He offered him a lot of money. The kid nah, I'm still tracking your jet. He asked for a Tesla. The kid asked for Tesla. And I don't think Elon Musk would rock with that. He's if I start giving out Teslas, you know who's next. They're going to try to buy me for more Teslas. So he didn't give him the Tesla. So his next power move was you know what? I'm going to cut it straight from the source. I'm going to go off, buy Twitter, and, get him banned. I think one word from Twitter and that kid gets banned. Come on now. All Elon Musk really has to say is it's a privacy issue for me and your company. It's against the interest of a Twitter for people to know where I'm at. And he's gonna be like, you're right. Let's.
So basically, you're saying that he bought Twitter to stop a kid from tracking his plane.
Yeah, it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but if I had the money, bro, all the money he bought Twitter for is nothing compared to what Elon Musk makes.
Is this his personal plane that we're talking about?
I feel like that's just personal agenda. As far as buying Twitter, and I don't know what he's thinking afterwards, but I think that's his agenda.
I think there's a lot you can get from buying Twitter. Most
Yeah,
likely that he'll have that benefit.
that's like the cherry on top, just banning that kid and not having his jet track.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you think Elon Musk and Amber Heard have in common? Take a wild guess. What do you think they both have in common?
What do they both have in common? Let's see.
And I just found out about this. Just they're like literally like come here.
They're both white?
No, you're way off. They used to date.
They used to date.
2017.
Oh, really?
For real, for real.
Oh, no kids, right?
No kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but like, I'm over here thinking about Elon Musk, and then like I hear about this other story and it just like connects. I'm like, whoa. So apparently they used to date. They used to have a thing. They used to go back. It was like it's over a course of like year and a half, 2 years.
Yeah.
They were on and off, but they used to. Elon Musk, got with her, and then now we got this famous case, and this defamation case. And everybody's hating on Amber, like social media. Personally, I feel like they're against her, and like there's pressure on that.
Who do you believe is in the right and who do you believe is in the wrong?
Honestly, my belief does not matter. My belief does not matter. But I'm gonna go with the Pirates of the Caribbean guy,
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp is in the right.
He cannot get caught.
Well, it's not that he cannot get caught. It's to give the viewers some details on the case. He's basically been in an abusive relationship, and she's made these allegations about him, how she would hit him and sexually abuse her and all this other stuff, which is not true, right?
I mean, let's not say that because it's not confirmed yet. So let's not say it's not true. The question is there.
I believe it's not true.
You believe it's not true.
I believe it's not true because I think especially in Hollywood, it tends to happen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
False allegations, false accusations.
I mean, but this allegation really is messing with his career. Like, we're not going to have like a next movie because of this. And like the actor's not going to be there.
If he wins the case, if he comes out to be not
but
guilty
not even,
of
like they already
everything,
cut ties with him just for having the case.
They cut ties with him for the rumors. Now, if it's confirmed to be true,
he might
then
not have if it's true, then he might not have a career. But because of the allegation, he doesn't have the role as an actor.
He was supposed to be in a DC superhero movie.
But yeah, like all this is gonna mess with his future, and that's crazy. Like I feel like there should be punishment for people who make allegations, and it turns out to not be true.
False allegations.
Because you really like people high up there are really getting messed up. Just allegations, man. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like literally you're lying, like blatantly lying to the court when you're like under oath swear you're not gonna lie to the court. You make a whole case about lying to the court.
Think about that. People really get on the stand. They put their hand on the Bible and say, "I will tell the whole truth."
Yeah,
and then they end up lying.
And then it's a whole, it's false at the end. Like I'm not saying this is false, but I'm just saying in general when it comes to allegations, especially, I think like people are higher up and like where like their reputation depends on their living.
Yeah, definitely.
There should be more.
Everyone's reputation depends.
But like
everyone's living depends on their reputation. A bad reputation will.
But in court cases, it's different for like the average person because you're not basing like I'm not gonna be able to work, whatever job. Like you can't get a normal job after like a normal person goes through allegation. But like when it comes to stars and whatever, it really messes with their careers. Like
yeah, because for the average person, if you have a bad reputation here, you can just move away to another state and
facts.
It won't follow you. But in Hollywood, everyone knows your name, so a little bit of dirt here and a little bit of dirt there. Now nobody wants to hire you.
Facts.
It's the same way in the music industry. I mean, look at 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine is a interesting case, right?
Yeah.
But when he had the details of his court case with the 15-year-old girl surface, a lot of artists did not want to work with him. Even now, right?
Wait, did it turn out to be true? I mean, if he's walking out here in the streets, it's probably like not true, right?
What?
With the 15-year-old girl?
Oh no, he was guilty. I forgot what he was guilty of, but according to him, he said he didn't do anything with her. He was just there when it happened. But in regards to reputation, we can see that his whole thing with snitching and him snitching on the gang definitely ruined a whole bunch of opportunities with him. He had Bobby Shmurda on a song with him, Rowdy Rebel, I believe. No, not Rowdy Rebel.
Roddy Ricch?
I think Roddy Ricch was willing to work with him.
But like, yeah, he was up and coming. He had all these opportunities open up for him, and his character honestly did mess up a lot of like opportunities too. But he's rocking with it. I'm not saying he's like, we all thought he was, honestly, after he got out of jail, I thought he was gonna flop. That was my honest opinion. That was everybody's opinion. Like, he's like a one-hit wonder.
I don't like the fact that he continues to troll in the way he does, because at this point it's not even about the music, but it's more so a gimmick, and I really hate that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. At first, it was funny, whatever. Like, it was recent. It was something new. Nobody has seen this before, but now it's just like a constant, and I guess that's just his personality, and that's what people fell in love with, and people like watching, whatever. But there was this other a couple of weeks ago, I think, days. He posted, he was on it. He just posted after a year. He went out of social media. Him posting with Lamborghinis, cars, whatever in the back, and like $50 million, in hand.
I heard those.
And then 2 days later, XXL comes out, and they're like, 6ix9ine admits that the money he was flaunting, showing off, is fake.
I'm not surprised.
And he said, yeah, it's fake. Like he just he says, I got all this, and then comes out and states, it's fake. And his reason for that was like, I'm just an entertainer.
Yeah.
So I think he takes his entertainment role really seriously.
That's what
he's entertaining. He's actually not a rapper. He's entertaining.
That's a lot of hip hop. A lot of the rappers you see today, they're not really. It's a lot of acting in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about your image. It's all about how you appear to the people. Even now, what we're doing right now in front of these cameras, it's all about a certain appearance.
Yeah,
so
we try to keep it
we try to keep it as natural as possible.
But
I drink from Dunkin' Donuts. He told me not to have this cup in here.
Can't have Dunkin' Donuts.
But I'm telling him, I'm like, we have to look human.
They come for us. Like, look at this.
They're not coming for us.
Purified drinking water.
It's okay.
But
yeah, so rappers in the industry, they have to keep up their image. Even more so, the higher up you go, the more your image matters. And I think that's with anything in life.
I mean, that's one of the laws of power.
Yeah.
Reputation.
Your
reputation precedes you, guarded with your life. I memorized that. I don't know why.
That's biblical.
That's the 58 laws of power.
48.
48?
Yeah.
My bad. I messed up the number. I'm bad with numbers. But yeah, that's one of the laws. Your reputation precedes you, guarded with your life. What people know you as, that's like how people will look at you.